Hello, everyone. We are picking up with a little after session scene that absolutely has to play out after the end of what happened in episode 2 time frame. So, Rihanna, you just got back to the monastery and you wanted to go talk to Malik. You remember he doesn't sleep, so you pretty sure he's still in the same workroom. If you want to head that way.
Okay. I'll walk down the hallway, kind of look to see if there's any lights on in the room that he was in previously.
Yeah, you can see a light underneath the door. It's shut. There's a sign on it, and it's written in about 5 different languages, but you speak at least 2 of them, so you recognize that it says, "Leave me alone, Mal. I know what I'm doing." And you kind of hear, you think you can hear a voice through the door.
Okay. I'll just kind of knock lightly.
All right? And he responds back, "Damn it, Mal, shut up. It looks more realistic if I shave a few of them."
Well, I don't know what it is you're shaving, but I'm not Malik.
Well, no, oh, wait a minute. Oh, crap. All right, hold on a second. And then you hear, like a door latch rattle. It opens up. Malik's still on the other side of the room, so he probably used Mage Hand or something to open it. We did say you came. How do you look right now? Because you were involved in a bloody, violent mess. Did you get cleaned and healed before you came in?
No, I don't believe that I got healed.
So you're
So I would say
still.
at this point, I'd say the bruises are probably showing at this point. I mean, earlier when they saw me, it was probably just like the red handprint going on. But yeah, it's probably starting to bruise a little.
Okay.
I probably washed off, what I could for blood, but I'm sure
Somebody
there's
in the
some on
group
my
had
clothing.
prestidigitation, so we can
Yeah,
say you've been cleaned up.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you're standing there, not bloody, but with a horrible handprint. So when he sees that, he jumps up. "What in the nine hells happened to you, woman?" And he's pumping his own healing magic, trying to, you look like you got. This is why I
I
told you not to get involved. I keep telling you that, and you keep getting involved.
I know, but it just so happens that his plan and what he's trying to do kind of aligns with what I need to do.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but hold still. Let me fix this.
I'm
And
fine. I'm
you are
fine. I
you're
want.
you look like someone just crushed your windpipe. I'm surprised you can talk right now. Shut up and let me do this. And he puts in some. The bruises will take time to fade. I don't think that they instantly vanish, but he's confident that you're safe. And he
It's
walks
fine.
over, picks up a bowl of berries. Here, have a good berry. They're good for you. It's in the name.
Okay.
And that's just like the druid cantrip to create food. I make a bunch of them when I'm working because it's easier than going to get in food.
You can't live off of berries.
Actually, you can live off these for a pretty good while. I do eat other stuff. I don't have to stop what I'm doing if I got these, and I can just keep making them, and I give them out to people all the time. Now he sits down and he starts working. He's magically heating up each coin before he puts it into the molds he's made. So he just sits down and starts working again. Look, first off, I'm sorry about earlier, okay? I didn't expect to see you. It got to me a little bit, and then you told me you want me to join you on some insane quest against the king that doesn't make any damn sense because that is way beyond what any of us should be doing. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry that we argued too.
So how are the holy twins? Did Zohara ever get with that pretty boy guard guy? I mean, it's been a while. I keep meaning to visit. I really do. But I mean, you know how work is. You know how I
Yeah.
am.
Sahara's okay.
Well, that's good.
And she's finally starting to come back out of her state.
Yeah, one day I really should stop by. I mean, one day.
Malik.
What?
Malik.
What?
Silas is dead.
He just sort of freezes. How?
It's kind of a long story, and I feel like it wouldn't have happened if I'd been there.
How?
A few years back, I'd left to go do some stuff, and at this point, we've been traveling some. Zahara was with us. And I took off to go do something, and they're ambushed by these filthy, disgusting creatures and this wicked, disgusting man. They tried to fight him off, but there were 4 half-ogres, and this man who had some pretty powerful magic, apparently, and it was too much for the 2 of them to take. They left Zahara. Apparently he was only interested in Silas. What little I could get out of her when I found her. So I guess he said he needed some more test subjects. I've been tracking this man for 2 years. And I finally found him.
Malik has still got his back to you. He hasn't moved at all.
Apparently he used him for some sort of experiments. I tested this shit on him, and I pull out a vial of the rage that I'd taken. And it killed him. It was an earlier version of what this apparently is, but it killed him. That's the information I was able to get from people.
Who?
Just on the trail of
Give me a
attacking this
name.
man. It's Victor. He's the king's magistrate. It's no accident that I'm here in this town.
But Zahara is okay, right? I mean, they didn't hurt her.
Well, she was, I mean, they beat her up pretty good, but...
And Malik spins around, and he throws a mold that shatters 5 feet against the wall next to your head. Did they hurt Zahara?
I roughed her up. But it was more of the things that she saw them doing to Silas that got to her.
Malik just turns back around. Thank you for telling me. And he picks up some of the material he's making the mold out of, and he just starts trying to make a brand new mold.
I just thought maybe I'd tell you why I was here. And why I joined what seems like this stupid thing. I don't give a damn about the king. I don't... Yeah, I hope that Michael can save his love and his daughter from this. Because I would hate to see somebody else lose the one person that means the most to them, like I did. I mean, thank God I still have Zohara, but she's...
You should go back to her.
No.
Leave. Go.
No.
I'll handle it.
Oh, no. No, I've got plans for Victor.
I will handle it. I'm stronger than you.
Yeah, well, we already took out one of the half-ogres that was part of this. I slit her fucking throat.
And he just starts working again. Zohara needs you. She needs somebody to protect her.
She is in good hands. I left her at one of the larger temples. She's safe there. She needs time. And I just kind of start fidgeting with stone on my necklace again.
And just a sec. Malik is about to try something he's going to regret, but he's going to do it anyway. I have to look this up because I'm going to need you to make some kind of a roll.
Okay.
Which one is it? I really should have looked this one up. Okay. You need to make a wisdom saving throw.
I knew that's what you were going to say.
Well, it is Malik.
I know.
Oh, let me roll down. Okay, no, you're not going to succeed. So Malik turns around to you, puts his hands on his shoulders, and he casts suggestion as he says, "You've had a long day. You should go get some sleep." And that compulsion is in you to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm tired. Long night.
Yeah, good idea. And yeah, it's going to cause you to leave. When you do, you don't. I mean, you're not rushing out, so the door shuts behind you. And
Well, before she leaves, though, she'll give Malik a hug,
yeah,
like a genuine hug. So,
and he will hug her back. He's like,
I'm very happy to see you.
"I wish
It's nice to see a friendly face.
it really is. Good night."
Right.
The door shuts. You hear the latch. Before you make it all the way down the hallway, you hear a terrible racket come from that room. Tables are flipping. There's some muffled screaming and what might have been a handful of energy blast. But the compulsion tells you you need to go get some sleep. So I'll say, you take a minute. You would have time to do whatever you need to do before you went to bed. But when you lay down, you're out in a light, and the dream hits you almost immediately. You see the scene. It's at the temple that you know so well. You and Silas are sitting next to the cat wizard that used to join you on some of your adventures, and all of a sudden something small and furries run by and it distracts him and he just takes off, and you hear Zahara's peal of laughter, and you look over and you can see her standing next to Malik, and it's obvious he's casting some sort of spell just to tease the little cat man, as Zahara's giving him a light slap. And then you notice a few things. The first thing that you notice is that it's not you standing next to Silas. You are watching yourself stand next to Silas. And everybody looks several years younger than the last time you saw them. And that's when the scene freezes. And then Malik, the older Malik with a few more lines on his face, is standing next to you. This was one of my happiest memories. It was right before I left the last time. You people are so bad for my health. You make me feel things again. That's why I had to run again.
I got tired of running. Silas and Sahara, they calmed that in me. I finally felt an urge to just stay put.
And Malik walks over to that rendition of Zahara, and he's just staring at her, and it's like, she made me feel it, and it scared me.
I know, I could tell. Why do you think I teased you so mercilessly? But I promise you, she's okay.
I would feel better if you were there.
I can't. I have to do this.
I can handle it.
No, I have to do this.
Why you?
Because he took you from me.
And I can take everything from him. You know what I do when I'm on a mission.
I know.
I am worse than any of you ever were. I will break his world. I am a destroyer. I am a poison. Let me at him.
That's my whole plan. Those 4 disgusting beasts that he calls children, I'm going to take them one at a time and watch him hurt. And then when he has nobody to protect him, I'm going to take this stuff and I am going to shove it all down his throat until it kills him.
I could do this, and you don't need to do this. You don't need to put yourself through this. Do I seem like I'm a happy man? I ran, he said, pointing at the one person that I have loved since Mary, and she never knew how I felt. I never
I think
told
she
her.
had a clue. Oh,
She was
I
smarter
think
than
she.
me. She was smarter than me.
Well, I could see it, but I wasn't gonna push anything.
Um,
I,
she
I
was.
figured it. Yeah,
Everyone's
you were an
happier.
idiot for leaving. No,
Everyone's
you were an
happier
idiot
when
for
I'm
leaving.
gone,
No.
and the scene starts to change again. And this time, it's the past Malik has told you about. There's a young girl with eyes that shine the same way Zahara's did, that celestial heritage. And there's a young boy that you assume is Malik, and she's treating wounds on his back where he was whipped. And then one day, then she fades away, and it's just the young boy there. And Malik says, she was the only other one that I loved, and then one day she was gone. And you start to see the world change around you yet again. And then you see the same woman, the same eyes, and there's a house, and she has two children, one on her arm, one running around. And he says, I, I found her. I found her years later. She had gotten married. She had kids. She was so much happier once I was out of her life. And the world changes one more time. This time is a restaurant, and there's a lot of young children there. And there's a happy couple, working in the kitchen, showing kids how to cook, and some of the kids are cleaning. And these are my parents, my real parents, the ones that sold me because it was either that or let me starve. And and they took they started a restaurant, and now kids in this town don't go hungry, and they have a job, and they are happy. I go there sometimes. I go as different people, and they're happy because I'm not there. Zohara was supposed to be happy without me. You were all supposed to be happy without me.
You weren't happy because you weren't there. Your mother probably missed you more than anything. Your parents. Oh, Malik. At least you had yours.
Look, I can finish this. I will break into the vault. I will take every dark tool that they are hiding, and I will destroy him tonight. You don't have to worry. I'll fix it.
I have to do it.
Well, that's too bad because you're asleep, and I don't do that. And everything fades to black. And you will continue to sleep for the rest of the night, I'm afraid.
Yep. Wake up with a big wet spot on the bed where she was crying.
Yeah. Oh, I wish that had gone on a little longer, but sorry, that's the way it's ending. Oh, I'm gonna say that got to me. I love Malik. I love Rihanna. Sorry. Yeah, I live like 5 miles from every major emergency service.
The fire department used to be like 2 blocks that way. So I got that all the time too. But
Yeah.
then they built a new facility on the way other end of town. So
Yeah. Thank you
wow.
so much for playing that scene out. I didn't know how things were going to go with that.
Ooh.
I'm still not sure how things are going to go with that.
Yeah, I know. God, if he does something to take that away from her, she is going to murder him in his sleep.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to roll some things in private to find out
Yeah.
because I don't know what he's planning this. But There's a few things he could do. Some of them are actually smart. I don't think he's going to choose a smart one.
Well, that would make sense because he was always a bit on the rash side.
Yeah. I was honestly afraid you were going to tell me that Zohara was dead too, because that was going to make things worse for him. He's got a happy option, a less terrible option to him.
I'm glad too because initially that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I know.
And then I thought, no, I need her to still be alive.
Yeah.
And it was because she was so broken by this that's why. I mean, it wasn't just for me. It was because of how it destroyed her.
Yeah.
To have her brother taken and brutally destroyed the way he was. I was just like, I was the only, I mean, yeah, it broke me too, but I just, that infernal blood just kind of was enough to keep her going to be like, nah, I'm going to end this guy. And like I said, I mean, she tracked him for 2 years.
Yeah. And I mean, that's why Malik had to use Dream on her, because he doesn't know any other way to explain his side of things other than to show it.
Yeah.
You know, because he spent so much time keeping everyone away, and then you were the only group that ever got through to him, and he ran from it. So he had to use Dream, and I was like, if you outdo Suggestion, then he can only cast 2 spells at a time.
Yeah.
So
pardon me.
So thank you for this.
Oh yeah. In a way, I'm kind of glad that I didn't roll high enough. I mean,
yeah.
I was kind of like, I thought I was afraid what you were going to do is you were going to tell me to leave and go back to Zohara, and I was like, don't you dare do that to me.
The spell only lasts 8 hours, though, so
oh, okay.
You could have made it out of town, then you would have came right back and kicked his ass.
Oh yes. Yep.
But no, that was pure Malik right then. I mean, I love it when I can be the characters that in depth, because
yeah.
So wow, okay, that was fun. I guess we should go ahead and end this one, and we can always run through, because we play these characters in other games in an earlier timeline. This is the alternate universe, so we still get to have fun with these characters.
Yeah.
But oh my god, now I have to sit down and work out what Malik is going through, and I have to roll all this by myself. I have to play all the sides.
I'm sorry.
No. I mean, and the thing is, I don't know when Rihanna is going to find out what happens to him, because, I mean, it depends on how successful he is as to when he will show back up in Wildom. Because even if we say we don't know how long Dream can last for 8 hours, it can carry on through the night. But you know how time is flexible in a dream. He could be out the door, so he'll have 7 hours before you're likely to wake up. So this is going to be amazing. I don't know how I'm going to tell people that side of the story. I am open to suggestions if anyone is watching this. Tell me how I can tell you what Malik does. Well,
let me tell you what. If she feels like he's double-crossed him, she's not going to go chasing after him right away, because she's got bigger fish to fry, but she will find him eventually.
Oh, well, that he will probably try to avoid her for a long time.
Probably a good idea.
Oh. All right, we're going to go ahead and end this one. So, again, Carrie, thank you so much for bringing Rihanna over to talk to Malik like this.
Yeah.
I hope other people want to do something similar, because I love telling these side. I mean, we could have saved this for the next game, but I think it's better like this.
Yeah, I don't mind. Like I said, it was very distracting at work today, because I just kept thinking about this whole scenario, and I was like, wow, I got to focus on what I'm doing here.
Yeah, and ever since you started giving me little bits of the backstory, I was like, no, don't tell me anymore. Malik needs to get this. He needs to know. He needs to hear this fresh, and he doesn't. I don't need to be thinking about.
Oh yeah, that's what. Yeah, it's like I didn't want to tell you too much. I was just kind of like, so there's another reason why she's really here.
There is one thing I will tell you that maybe this will happen in the alternate universe, but that voice that you heard when Malik, because he took Aspect of the Moon as one of his abilities, he doesn't sleep anymore. So when he was talking to someone, He creates silent images of his old friends and he talks to them because he has 8 hours a day when everyone else is asleep. And right now he's locked in a workshop trying to convert all these old coins to new coins. So
Right.
he was talking to Zahara when you walked in.
That makes sense.
I mean, he knows it's is a form of insanity. He knows it's not real because they can't talk back.
Right.
At best, he can do major image and have a conversation with them, but it's still himself talking to himself. But that was just one little tidbit I wanted to drop in. So,
Okay, cool.
all right, I'm going
Well,
to stop
thanks.
the recording now. I'm loving this world so much. Thank you for being a part of it.
Oh, thank you for asking.